to do that, Morgan Freeman's son wanted to be an extra in the movie for Air Force One with Harrison Ford that they had Tim Robbins crawl through, filled with
get busy living, you get busy dying.
Today is something that was absolutely on my bucket list. I'm at Ohio State Reformatory here in Mansfield, Ohio. Come with me, check it out. I'm really excited to do this one, and I'm so glad that you could join me today. Let's go inside and let's go see what is in there from Shawshank. Okay guys, we are inside Ohio Reformatory. Now, do these bars look a little funny? Well, if they do, that's because they were put here as an addition. See, this was the administration building, so prisoners would never be over in this area. But this was put here as a prop for Air Force One with Harrison Ford when they made this into a Russian prison. They added that, and it's just made of wood, and they just bolted it on. And you'll remember those stairs. Andy and the warden walk right down these stairs. Alrighty, here is office of prison, Norton's door, and then we enter the office area. Alrighty guys, let's go inside the warden's office. Alrighty, so I'm in the warden's office, but there's something here I wanted to show you. I thought it was so cool, and it was left over from the movie. The warden has to make a decision at the end. Of what he's going to do. And if you remember how it ends, with the gun, this was left from the movie. There's, I don't know if you can see it well, there's all the blood splatter on the window from what the warden did. Now, one of the things I'm going to show you is the pawn shop, where Red stops, sees that compass, and takes Andy's advice. Here's the compass. This was the original compass. Red purchased at the pawn shop and uses it to find the oak tree in Buckstane, Maine. The production crew for Shawshank Redemption created fake doorknobs like the one on the right to be placed on the doors, missing the real doorknobs. One of the state troopers who arrested Warden Norton wore this as part of their costume. And there's part of the costume, Shawshank State Prison. How can I be here and not show you where Brooks carved his name? Brooks was here, so was Red. There's a picture of Morgan Freeman. This was a box that Red uncovered from below an oak tree to find an envelope and money and this letter from Andy. And I can almost hear, I can't even read the letter to you because I hear Morgan Freeman's voice when I read that letter. There's the record player that Andy took over and played through all of Shawshank. All the prisoners stopped. Eating in the mess. We remember them eating. Here's the door. It was created by the movie production crew of the Shawshank to replicate a door found in the solitary confinement area of the Ohio State Reformatory. Some of the solitary scenes in the movie were filmed in this fake solitary cell because the real cells were too small, as was the hallway leading to the cells. And there's the door that Andy was in solitary. Everyone remembers this entranceway. This film reel was a prop used in Shawshank Redemption when Andy was attacked by the sisters. Castle Rock Productions set pass. There, right here, we're entering. This is where Red had his hearing for parole. This is the room. And as you can see in the movie, they were sitting across from him right here. Morgan Freeman's son was the fresh fish con in this harassment of the new inmates being delivered to Shawshank. But there is the actual room right here where they filmed the parole scene. And when you look outside, you can see the entranceway where the bus came down and dropped off Andy. Alrighty, we're going to go into where the electric chair is. This is the room with the electric chair. We're in the cell block of the Ohio Reformatory, Shawshank, and you can just see how massive it is. It's hard to really show just how massive this cell block is, but it's 2, 4, 6 tiers up. Incredible to see this. is what the inside of a cell looks like. I don't know if you can see that good. That's the inside of a cell. This is the hospital quarters here. Check that out. This is where the inmates would have come for treatment. Right here, that's where the inmates would have come for treatment. This is the hospital section. Okay, I am in the chapel here at Shawshank. We're at Ohio Reformatory. I thought the movie scenes where they watch Rita Hayworth was filmed in here, but I was told by an employee it was filmed in the Jesus room, which we don't have access to, but it wasn't filmed in this room. But apparently the production did not do any filming in this chapel. But this is the Mansfield Chapel. Alrighty guys, you didn't think I'd come and I wouldn't show you where they shot all of the shower scenes. Check this out. This is the shower area where Andy came, and you can see him. You can see the window in the background. It was shot from about this angle right here. But this is the shower room at Shawshank. Now during production, there was no running water, there was no electricity here. So they actually had to bring all of that in. And it all happened right here. We're outside in the prison yard. I can't access the whole prison yard because they actually have a working prison and it's too close to the inmates that would be in the other prison. But this is the prison yard right here. And if you actually look right there where that concrete pad is, right along that wall, that's where Andy and Red were sitting. And it's filmed this way, so you see this entrance right here. And you actually see this entrance when they're walking in. But this would have been the prison yard. And right there is where Andy and Red were sitting. So right here, they show this in the movie, and it looks straight up when they walk in to Shawshank. Alrighty guys, so this is another portion I wanted to check out. I'm not going to come here and not show you solitary confinement. Let's go check out solitary confinement. This is where solitary confinement would have been. And as you can see, filming the Shawshank Redemption in this area. And this is where the solitary confinement cells are. Alrighty guys, now we're still filming here at Shawshank, or Mansfield Reformatory, and a lot of times a movie will put a set somewhere else. Now, although Brooks had the room somewhere else, his room was actually right here, and it was filmed right here. Let's check this out. It's right here. Is Brooks' room at the Brewer Hotel, and it was filmed right here. How cool is that? Now you can see this was Brooks's room. Right here. Alrighty guys, something that I really wanted to see. We all know how it ended for Andy and the tunnel. So let's check out the tunnel. This is the tunnel where we remember Warden Norton looking through. Right here. There's the tunnel that Andy dug out to escape from Shawshank. Alrighty guys, so do you remember when Andy's actually crawling through all that sludge and sewer and all that gross sewage in that pipe? Well, I'm going to show you the pipe. Now in the movie, it appears that Andy has tunneled through his cell to a sewer pipe, when in fact the shot cut to Tim Robbins crawling through this movie prop. The pipe was filled with sawdust, chocolate syrup, and water to create the appearance of sewage. It's actually only 18 feet long, and yet Andy crawled to freedom through 500 yards of smelling foulness. I can't even imagine, as Red would say. And this is the pipe right here. There's the pipe, 18 feet long, that they had Tim Robbins crawl through, filled with sawdust and chocolate syrup to create the illusion of sewage. There's the pipe that Andy crawls through to escape to freedom. And they filled it with sawdust and chocolate syrup. Now, of course, Shawshank is based fictitiously in Maine. There's one of the state police cars from Maine for the Shawshank Redemption filming. Now we're on the side of Shawshank, and because this prison was used for Shawshank, when it was used as a prison in Air Force One, it was used as a Russian prison, and they shot it from this angle so that it wouldn't look like the Shawshank prison. And this right here, as you can see, is a freestanding gate that was put up for the movie Air Force One. Okay, another angle that we get when we watch Shawshank is of Andy arriving and the bus pulling down and pulling into Shawshank. Now, it's done by an overhead shot, but I'll show you where it is. See this path right here? See this little road? This little road was where the bus pulls down see the prisoners at the fence all making noise. Now, one of those prisoners was Morgan Freeman's son. They wanted to use his son's picture on the parole document. So in order to do that, Morgan Freeman's son wanted to be an extra in the movie. And he was in that opening scene. But this is the scene, and this is what you see when Andy arrives at Shawshank. You get an overhead shot, a helicopter shot right there of it coming down this little path. And you can see it's sort of grown over. Alrighty guys, that was the Ohio State Reformatory and the Shawshank Redemption filming locations. Now, I showed you many of the filming locations on the property. If you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button below. I want you to come on more adventures with me, and we'll go check out more true crime, more filming locations, pop culture. I really appreciate you joining me, and I hope that you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care from Ohio. I appreciate you. We'll talk soon.